Let's take a closer look at Salih Basheer's The Return, an exploration of displacement and loss in the midst of war. In April 2023, Sudanese photographer Salih Basheer was visiting his family in Khartoum when Sudan plunged into civil war following a vicious struggle for power between its army and a powerful paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces. For the first time, Salih recalls, "I witnessed one of Sudan's wars on the very streets where I used to spend my time and walk every day. That moment marked the beginning of an ongoing war that has, so far, displaced almost 12 million people and killed close to 150,000. From this comes The Return, an exploration of what the United Nations calls the world's largest humanitarian crisis. The Return is a chance for Salih to speak out about what is happening in Sudan by combining the photographer's own story with the voices of those forced to flee. Salih travelled to surrounding countries to gather portraits and testimonies of those living in exile, making it a personal project but also a public one. Though text is central to the book, the images remain predominantly uninterrupted, apart from 2 diary entries and a transcript of a message from the photographer's sister. The landscapes and portraits are accompanied by collages, drawings, and typexed images, and end with an essay in the testimonies. The essay by Joshua Craze notes that Salih insisted on a single rule: don't discuss the photographs. I want people to see the images on their own terms. Instead, Craze offers a political and historical context to the war, beginning with Omar al-Bashir's rise to power in a coup d'etat in 1989 through to the present day. His text also includes personal anecdotes. For instance, a friend in conversation states, "Even if there was a ceasefire, even if there was peace, to what would we be returning? You cannot build a life from ruins. There is no going back." The number on the cover refers to Sudan's displaced citizens. At the top we see the total, while the other figures represent those displaced within Sudan or in the surrounding countries. In the center is an image of a fractured land. Design as metaphor is used throughout The Return. When opening the book, the sound of paper on spiral binding mimics that of machinery or even weaponry, and the metal wire is reminiscent of border fences. Salih sees the piercing of the images throughout the book as an act of violence, the binding creating a gap between the 2 halves which never quite match up. It's as if an irreversible tear has been made through the landscape, separating the people from the land. The book aims to go beyond minimal Western coverage of Sudan, sometimes referred to as the Forgotten War, by focusing on the human experience. It's about the people who are living it, those who are rebuilding their lives, their communities, and their identities in the face of a war that is not of their making. And, as Salih's dedication reads, "To the people of Sudan, I hope you find peace."